Hello, enough an entity of coffee. Welcome. Why is the leaderboard thing back on? It was gone last stream and now it's back. Why? This is unbelievable, YouTube. How are you doing today? Hello, Frog. Welcome. Good to see you again. How are you doing? Can finally join, yeah. Let's get Subnautica on screen. Doing well, playing Subnautica as well at the moment. Nice.
100 meters.
Doing good. Didn't realize it was time for a new stream already. Yeah, I mean, that's partially my fault for not having a, not exactly having a schedule. Is this on or off? Okay, off. So I'm parked. I think the last Subnautica stream was like a Friday as well, so there's less time between this one and the last one as normal than normal. I do want to try, so for Frog's benefit, since you've not been here for a couple of streams, I'm very deep down. As you can see, I'm 1200 meters and I'm in lava zone. And last stream I saw a big monster a couple of times, and I immediately put my Cyclops in reverse. Can't wait to see what this vid has in store. Well, hopefully not me being destroyed by big monster, but we'll see how that goes. I want to check something. Where is? No, it doesn't say regarding these two. I don't have any lithium, so I can't unfortunately do this one unless I go back up, which I could do. The big dragon boy. I think it's a girl, actually. Or no, it probably wouldn't be, because the mother would have died a long time ago. So actually, no. I'm wrong. I don't know what gender it is. Watched the stream a bit when it was uploaded as a video. Shocked I got that far already. Yeah, I just kind of... Since I went past the thing that I still haven't scanned in a panic, I've not returned to the surface once, which I think has probably sped things up a bit. Now if I want this, which could be useful, because at the moment I can only load one creature decoy at a time, which might be nice, then I need to go back up from lithium. This as well is interesting to me, because I have one of these already, but I'm interested in whether they stack. Because the depth modules specifically say does not stack, which kind of makes me feel like if I have more than one of anything else, they might stack. Unclear on that front. How many slots have I got? Just the one. Because I'd quite like to use the shield generator. But it uses a lot of power. All the life on 4546b has one gender. All individuals are capable of laying and fertilizing eggs. It's possible. Hello, Scarlet King. Welcome. It may be the case. I've not seen anything to contradict it so far. On your second playthrough, you're prepping your Cyclops for the Lost River 2, and you get to suffer through the lava zone again yourself. So far, the lava zone hasn't really been suffering. I mean, you can just genocide the lava larva, and then you're all good. I still don't know which things respawn and which don't. I've had conflicting information on that. Let's have a look here. Scanner room HUD chip. Oh yeah, I took it off because I left the scanner room on upstairs. Do I have battery charger in this base? Unsure, don't remember. Let's find out. Do I remember what I was doing from last time? The last thing I did was...
Oxygen production offline.
Why emergency power only? Why is this not connected? Is it the... Is it these? Do they block the connection? Is that a thing?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Mostly what the last thing I did last time was run away from the sea dragon. I think I need a second one. I didn't before, but I might now. I think the foundations might block. Yeah. Gonna get on that. Yeah, the last thing I did was run away from the sea dragon. Because it was terrifying. How am I looking here? I've got, so if I pick one more, eat, cut one more, that breaks even. Brilliant. My Cyclops looks better than your base. I mean, you must not have seen the bedroom with the slanted bed taking up all of the space. And the locker hanging off the wall. Although, to be fair, there's nothing I can do about that, but it just do be floating. It do be floating. If you ignore those two things, then it looks alright. Right, it's gold and titanium for one of those things. Fortunately, gold and titanium I have in large quantities. There we go.
Power restored.
What the hell?
Systems emergency power only.
What are you doing? I'm so confused. Is power restored or is power not restored? Power is restored.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
What is this line? Why are you going down that? You know what? We don't question it. We don't question it. It is what it is. Could spam lockers at the bottom of the Cyclops where the pre-built lockers are? I could, yeah. But I don't have any reason to. Right, yes. Have I got any batteries I want to recharge at the moment? Not really. All these things are looking good. Right. I do want to get lithium, so I'm actually going to go back up through this zone to the Lost River. And then grab some lithium and skedaddle back down. Tell you what, my habitat is not the only thing having a crisis. YouTube thinks I have one viewer right now, despite the fact that like 3 people are active in chat.
Powering up.
If I open the PDA, you can re-listen to audio messages the computer gives you. Yeah, I know. Right, let's navigate back. I think this is the part where I'm confused with creatures, because I've had very conflicting information on what respawns and what doesn't from multiple viewers. I haven't killed any of them, so that is what it is. Hello, Lily, welcome. Despise the lava zone with all your heart? I like it. Yours is also doing that? Yeah, YouTube is just... Right now... right now, so there are 2 concurrent viewers tabs. There's the like little tab on the stream analytics that is always visible, and then there's the analytics like major tab with the graph, and I'm looking at both, and one of them says I have 5 viewers and the other says I have 0 viewers. YouTube is just not very good at statistics. You're pretty sure the lava larvae respawn because they're an obstacle in the lava zone? Yeah, it's just weird. I've had like... So I've had... The only things that don't respawn are the leviathans. I've had nothing respawns. And I've had the lava larvae respawn, but not necessarily certain other things. And I've had the only things that respawn are fish you can grab. So I have no idea what information to believe. The only thing that's consistent is leviathans don't respawn. Which is kind of worthless information to me anyway, because I haven't tried attacking any leviathans. Right, I have to remember where lithium actually is gettable, because I don't remember. I know it's here somewhere. The scanner room will get it. I forgot I had a scanner room, to be honest. Like, both my... looking at the YouTube tab, both my graph and the concurrent viewers on the analytics tab say 0, but then the small analytics at the top says 5, and it's like, YouTube, pick a number. Those are wildly different. And I know one of them's wrong. The scanner room is your least used item? How? The scanner room's so useful. Yeah, I'll remember Scarlet King. I was just thinking about that. Thanks for the reminder, though. I would not have got far without the scanner room, to be honest. Never bothered setting up and wasn't that desperate for resources. I don't know how you do it. It saves so much time, especially in dark biomes, having the HUD chip. It's so useful. I've got 4 scanner rooms scattered across the world, I think. Does the HUD chip work wherever you are, or just where the scanner room is? It works... So, it's weird. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I think it works on all things that are within range of the scanner room, but it stays on your HUD. Those things stay on your HUD however far away from the scanner room you get. Tried to swallow your fear and say Strifle Reaper to scan it, but it chased you and jumped out the water and you just chickened out after that. I scanned a Reaper and it was no problem. I scanned a Reaper so easily, the first Reaper I like properly encountered, and ran away, and it was no trouble. And then the second time that I actually properly encountered a Reaper, it kicked my arse. Out of nowhere. Can I...
Engine
Thank you.
powering
Power
down.
down the engine. I don't think I've been out of bounds. No. Ooh, that's a bit close to the poison. That was risky. Hey, the analytics tab finally caught up. Realized I have some people watching. I may have to quickly put a new battery in my mouse in a second. It's been a bit finicky with the clicks. Right, we got lithium on here. Please tell me we've got lithium on here, or at least shale. Okay, we've got no, but that doesn't drop lithium. Should go there at least once before finishing the game. It's worth it. Right, but the thing is, I know it's dangerous, and I haven't died yet. I kind of like to finish the game deathless, because then I get bragging rights. Shale does drop lithium? I'm out of my mind. Oh yeah, it drops lithium and diamond. Right, let's turn the scanner room on then. Why don't I have 2 hatches on this place? Just wasting my own time here. Lithium, diamond, and gold. Oh, that's right, drops 3 things. If you do, you get information on the planet's geology. Yeah, but like, is that worth more than the bragging rights of doing a deathless playthrough as my first playthrough? I don't know if it is. Right, let's get some shale showing up on my HUD, please. I haven't put my HUD on. Hold on. Let's get some shale showing up on my HUD, please. There we are. Shale chunks all over the shop. You'll be one of them sooner or later. Hold on. Are they... How far away are they? Okay, one up on the wall there. They're both over the edge, okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Save before going there in case you die if you don't want to technically have died in the game or spam stasis rifle. I mean...
Engine powering up.
Or what I could do is I could save before I finish the game without having died once, and then go back into the save. And get that information. I mean, let's be honest, probably gonna die to the sea dragon anyway, but, you know. If I do end up dying once, then I can just go off and just be like, you know what, don't care anymore. Right, let's grab some of these chunks. Let's work out how to navigate my character. Okay. The clicks are getting a bit weird. Hello, shale. You better give me lithium, because I don't want any of the other shit. That's diamond. Stop giving me diamond. I want the goddamn lithium. That's gold. You really are just giving me everything except what I want. There we go. Even the geology of 4546B is perfectly made by the developers. It's really interesting. Tell you what, actually. When it comes to... Nothing here but worthless gold, indeed. When it comes to the respawning stuff, I can tell you right now, there are things smaller than Leviathans that don't respawn, because there used to be a whole load of those, whatever they're called. Hold on, I'm going to look in my PDA to find out. Indigenous life forms, fauna, carnivores. They're called river prowlers. There used to be a whole load of river prowlers in this room. I killed them all and they haven't come back, despite the fact that I've been down to the lava zone for quite a large period of time. So they do not respawn. And I don't think they count as Leviathans. In fact, I know they don't, because they're not in the Leviathan class section of the PDA. So certainly some things that are smaller than Leviathans do not respawn. Haven't spent enough time down in the lava biome to really get my own data on the lava larva and the lava lizards. I suspect the lava lizards do not respawn because they are somewhat dangerous predators. Gonna get myself an oxygen refill here. How am I doing on inventory space? Okay. Don't need all this worthless diamond and gold, indeed. Can't believe they're filling my inventory with junk. Killed a whole load of bone sharks and they haven't respawned to your knowledge? Yeah. Clearly, certain predators do not. Obviously, fish that you can pick up definitely do respawn. So that piece of information is true. The question is smaller predators and annoying creatures like the lava larva that aren't necessarily a threat, but which you can't pick up. But above the poison? Just. Wait, have I not scanned shale? I haven't scanned shale. I always forget that you can scan the like little geological outcrops. I'm asking because I want to force the larva, I can't speak. I want to force the little bastards, the maggot-y people, into extinction? Yes, I do. I mean, just from a strategic standpoint, it makes the most sense. They are actually the biggest threat in that area. Because if I have the thermal generator and the engine efficiency module, then I'm generating so much power that I can have my shield on for quite a long time. But that time is significantly stripped down if I have the lava larva sucking my power out. This is on the other side. That might be too close to the predators. The hardest part about Subnautica is resource management. Like if you're building a Cyclops and let's say a prawn suit at the same time, you feel the satisfaction for getting one resource for the Cyclops, but then you realize how much more you need to do. Yeah, I mean, a lot of survival games like Subnautica have pretty tough resource management. I'd say Subnautica is probably one of the toughest. That diamond's gonna float away. Who cares? I don't need diamonds anyway. Just because a lot of the things like the geological outcrops don't respawn, and they're a lot sort of further apart. Like a game like Terraria or Minecraft, there's so much ore in the world, and most of it is not very dangerous to get. But in this game, a lot of the big resources and the important materials are in actually really dangerous places. I really need to be more organized, to be honest. Hold on, let's have all the diamonds in that one and all the kyanite in that one. Okay, that's a lot of lithium. That's probably enough lithium, to be honest. Let's read what I scanned here about the shale outcrops. Sedimentary rock is formed from flakes of clay minerals, inside of which rare metals such as lithium can be found. Geological conditions on this planet mean it tends to be found in deeper biomes. Assessment to gold, lithium, and a diamond source. I'm curious as to why diamonds appear in shale, geologically. Not sure if I understand that one. Practically done with the game, but the amount of resources you need is actually diabolical. Yeah. Do I remember what I was doing before I ran away from the sea dragon? I had just seen a mountain. Like a volcano, mini volcano mountain underground with like tons of vents on it. And it looked interesting. And I was gonna go towards it. And then I heard a noise. And then I saw the biggest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. With red eyes, and I decided that I would actually put my vehicle into reverse. I'm just coming up here to turn off the scanner room so I don't have it all over my HUD while I'm down there. But yeah, if lava larvae don't respawn, then making them extinct is objectively the best move for me. Did I know Subnautica wasn't meant to be a horror game, or at least be like super scary? I mean, I don't think it is a horror game.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I mean, there are certainly scary bits in it, but I wouldn't classify it as horror, really. And even like the scary stuff I don't feel is really like any more scary than a lot of the time encountering really dangerous things in games that just have them. Yeah, it's just a survival game with like alien physiology in its dangerous mobs, and so it seems scarier than a lot of other survival games. But like from a gameplay perspective, objectively, Leviathans are not really any scarier than like wardens in Minecraft. They just look scarier because they're so fucking big and they have extremely good creature design. PDA also told me about that mountain. I think, I mean, I don't remember exactly what it said. Might as well reread. Detecting alien materials and a massive energy signature reading originates within the natural structure of the center of this chamber. Yeah. Info on the internet seems evenly split between everything respawns, including Leviathans, and only passive respawn, and the wiki doesn't say anything. I mean, I feel like this can't possibly be that hard to find out. Either test it or just check the game code. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, regardless, we have the fact that one of those is wrong, which is the everything respawns, including Leviathans, because the river, whatever they were called, river creepers or whatever, the predators in this big room haven't respawned. So, like, we know they don't respawn because I have killed them and they don't respawn. And we know that passive fish that you can pick up do respawn. So we know those two facts. But that we don't know anything else because I haven't killed any Leviathans. And I try not to kill passive things that are bigger because that would just be kind of mean. To be honest, I don't even know how it gets started. Yeah, I think like everyone agrees that Leviathans don't respawn. Most people agree that Leviathans don't respawn that have been on the stream, so I'm gonna accept that as fact as well. Maybe there are certain areas that are exceptions, I don't know. I kind of felt for a while like the crab snakes in the mushroom biome were respawning, but then I kind of felt like there were less of them. So now I think they might not respawn as well, and again, they're a large-ish predator. What I have found out is there are multiple ways for metals to respawn. Oh. Yeah, I'm not particularly sure on those. I didn't think metals would respawn. I thought that was going to be a clear, no, this is a limit to your materials. Okay, I mean, that kind of takes this game from a 9.9 to a 10 out of 10. Because, like, my one gripe with this game was when my first Seamoth was destroyed, you know, it doesn't drop like anything. It doesn't even be like you get like 3 titanium back because there are ruins of it left behind. It was just like the whole thing's gone. And I felt that like if you're not as good at staying out of trouble, that could make it really difficult. You could run out of materials in the long run, but if that's not actually the case, then we're good. Table corals don't? Well, okay. Table coral's kind of the important part there, so maybe I take it back. Everybody please ignore the sounds that are coming from my ship. That's actually fine. I promise I know how to pilot this thing. Yeah, it's fine. It's really fine. It's actually, I would describe it as all good. Have I got any people on me? I have not. I did see some floating around, but I think I rammed through them all. Wish there was a way to get materials back to explore the mountains caves. You actually spawned a Seamoth inside of it because last time you swam down there, you nearly drowned. Yeah. Getting in and out of the lava zone kills you. I mean, I'm mostly fine with it. What kills me is that I can't kill them by ramming into them. I want to murder every Reaper. But when they take damage, they teleport away, even if you have them in stasis. This lava larva thinks it's all hot shit. It's dead. Like, there definitely feels like there are less lava larvae floating around this cave than there used to be. So I'm kind of starting to get on board with, at least in this entrance cave area, they maybe don't respawn, but maybe they respawn deeper in. I'm just doing what's called a parking. Ooh. I'm doing what's called crashing. It's fine. We're good. Pretty much right over it, not a problem. Turn the engines off.
Powering down.
Got a full cave diver experience, lost orientation, had seconds left when your panicked sea gliding found the surface. Yeah. I've been very careful not to go into deep caves in the water like that, because I know I would just drown. Right, this is the part that's interesting to me. I'm curious as to whether... Now, does anyone know in the chat, just so I don't waste resources here, does anyone know if the thermal reactor modules stack?
Seek fluid intake.
Because the depths module specifically says does not stack, but this doesn't say that. No, they don't stack. Okay. I kind of assumed they wouldn't, but then they didn't say that they didn't, and that kind of made me think maybe they did. In that case, all I need is the decoy up a tube upgrade. Just that one thermal reactor for the Cyclops and Prawn also means you can charge your Cyclops by parking it over a geyser. I mean, yeah, you saw right there I went back up there and I never dropped below 100% power, despite the fact that I went past several larva, oh my god, several little blue parasite maggots. Whoever named them should rethink about their name. I've got gel sacks down here, haven't I? Have I got rubies? Oh, I might have to go back up. I've got 2 rubies. I definitely brought gel sacks down here, didn't I? Those deep shrooms. Please tell me I brought gel sacks.
Welcome aboard.
I'm about to cry.
All systems online.
Gel sacks 4. Let's go. Is that it? Is that the only one I brought? No, okay. I'm gonna say. Okay, I've got one that's actually already grown, so that's good. Put a Cyclops under a lava waterfall and it never goes under 100%. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of amusing that it doesn't get damaged. Like, you feel like there'd be a certain point where the lava is... It's still lava. Like, surely that should be too hot after a while. But, you know, it's just all good. Give me that aerogel. Give me that lithium. It's 2 lithium. You think it's only if there's 5+ lava larvae that they actually have an effect on the Cyclops of the thermal reactor? You kept mine idle in the lava zone with 3 to 4 lava larvae and it's still charged up just fine. I mean, the thing that I'm thinking about is not just the lava larva. I'm thinking about having the shield on and how slowly that's going to go, or how quickly that power is going to go down at that point. Because I don't want to get jumped by the sea dragon. Okay, how much does this increase capacity by? What, a 5? 5? I've never even built 5. Did you know the deeper you are, the slower you can repair your vehicles? I didn't know that. I haven't really had much coals to repair my vehicles. If I could talk. Since coming down here. I think the only thing I've repaired was the prawn suit. When I was fighting the lava lizard. How do you make these creature decoys again? Where are they at? Creature decoy. 3 titanium and a wiring kit. No, that's kind of expensive, to be honest. To be quite frank with you. To be frankincense and myrrh. That is expensive. 5 lava larva take away 1% every 6.5 seconds. 6 take away 1% every 3 seconds. 7 plus take away 1% every 1 second. Okay, I'm not going to remember that or particularly bother much with that. I actually really feel like they don't respawn because there used to be tons of them here and they're just not anymore. But maybe they respawn further in, who knows. Right, there's titanium over there. There's titanium up there. Let's go, Stephen. Welcome aboard, Captain. I like this spiky landforms. It reminds me of Morrowind. It's kind of funny when I think about it, how there are two... I'm hitting with the wrong button. How there are 2 biomes in this game that remind me of Morrowind. Hello, Seven Spice. Good to see you again. Alien Mountain time? Soon. I want a full complement of creature decoys. Never used one, but, you know, might have to. I know you can quickly tap your shield gen to electrocute them. I was doing that last time. Actually, I want to test something, and I'm going to after this. Scary noise. What is that? I think it's just a lava rock. I'm gonna ignore it. Finally going back to your base. You left the Cyclops down in the lava zone though? I would never leave the Cyclops anywhere. The Cyclops is my best friend. It's kind of amusing to me how I got the rare Cyclops voice line like 3 times in like the first 2 streams that I had it. And then I haven't got it since. Seven Spice, I don't want to know anything about what's going on inside the large mountain. I have not read that full message. I got to enter that castle and stop there. I don't want to know anything about that because I haven't been in there yet. Please, again. No spoilers for places and things I haven't done. Hello, little Porky, welcome. It was wiring kit, and how much titanium was it? 3. So 6 titanium for 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You didn't spoil anything about the cat. I'm not reading the message in case you say anything about like what's in it or what's going on around it. I'm just, again, I didn't finish reading the message because I don't want to risk it. I didn't realize that you made multiple with one thing. No, I don't want to know where anything is. How much about don't tell me... Well, first of all, I know where the mountain is anyway because I've been up to it. But secondly, I just did a whole thing about how I don't want to know anything about things I haven't done yet. So obviously I don't want to know where it is if I didn't know where it is. But I do know where it is already, so... I mean, if I hadn't found it yet, I wouldn't even want to know that there was such a thing. Go back to your base and realize how much you suck at building because you haven't seen your base in like 6 days. I mean, is the base functional? That's all that matters. Realistically. Right, let's do a test here. I am going to do scientific testing. We're 100%. Turn internal lighting off. Excellent, we don't need internal lighting on in here because it's so red. I do want to have my torch on me just in case. On 2. It's functional, but it's literally floating on nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's in water. And then second thing, I'm at 100%. And we're looking at 4501 there. Activate shield defense. I'm timing it in case that wasn't obvious. See how long I get. This is pretty good time. Been over a minute. And I don't have to worry about lava larvae when I have this active because they can't touch me while it's active. Gonna let it get to single digits and then turn the shield off. Okay. That was pretty much 2 minutes, which I think is pretty good. Let's take you closer to the lava so that you're gonna regenerate a bit more. Okay, we're good. I know you can click the shield to instantly disable it so the larvae get off it, but I am not thinking about the larva when I'm testing the shield here. I'm thinking about something a little bigger. Have I got to the message on the radio that says 9 new biological subjects or something? I know my engine's still on. I should turn that off, you're right though. Doesn't make a huge difference. I don't think I have got to that. It doesn't ring a bell, and I would prefer not to ask questions about messages that I've got to, because if it is one that I haven't got to, and as I think it is, I'd prefer not to know about it before I experience it. Yeah, I don't see that anywhere. There's a lava lizard. They're not an issue because they don't actually cause problems. There is... I did get it? I mean, there are several ones with big squares, but I didn't see one about 9. About 9 new biological subjects. Looking at the ones with weird squares on them, none of them say 9 biological subjects on them. Oh yeah, there. Never mind. Found it. Oh yeah, that was day 18. That was the same day I got the sea moth. Where did I get that? I do remember that now. I do remember seeing that. I mean, I know I can listen to it again. I don't really need to, because I pretty much remember it now that I've been told.
Translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated.
I mean, yeah.
Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
I mean, now that it's pointed out to me, I remembered that. It brought the memory back up. I mean, my assumption would be that it's related to these. They seem to have clearly been created as a... genetically engineered as a sort of defense / attack system. When did I actually originally get that message? Or like, where was I when I got that? Would I like knowing it? Not really at the moment, because I may work it out during the playthrough, and that would be more natural. I'm going to guess next to a radio? Oh yeah, that would make sense. Because I know sometimes you just pick up random stuff somewhere. Like sometimes Ava just comes into your head and is like, hey, yeah, we got a broadcast from fucking the middle of nowhere and it's kind of funky. I want to set off, but I don't want to set off on 27% power. Probably would be quicker if I pulled some of these 0 charge ones out and put them in my base. That being said, I can only charge 2 of mine at a time. And here. Have you lost your mobile vehicle bay, Frog? If so, I'm gonna blame the stalkers. It's always the stalkers that are a problem. In my experience. We got any lava larvae nearby? Little shits coming close to me. I swear it was somewhere around your base, but you just can't find it. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had mine. If I could board the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
I don't think I've ever had mine go missing. In all honesty, they're probably way too big for the stalkers to actually go off with, but whenever something went missing in my base, it was always the stalker's fault. Oh, speaking of lava larva, hold on a second. There's a lad coming my way, and I'm gonna kill that thing. Potentially. Stasis rifle. Why are you not on spot 4? Oh, you running away? Okay, there's 2 here. One dealt with. Two dealt with. I just feel like if they respawn, there would be more of them nearby. Because there were so many in this section when I first came here. But maybe they respawn slowly, I don't know. How are we doing on power? 55%. Obviously, can't get to 100% because I took 2 batteries out. That's 42. 179, 0. Okay. Not terrible. I think they probably charge faster in the base, in the habitat, than in here with the thermal reactor. Then again, technically they're being powered by a thermal reactor in the base as well, so what do I know? Honestly, weirdly enough, the warpers are like the thing that scares me the most in this game. Like more so than the Leviathans. How are we doing in here? 99. Because you can't kill them. I mean, you can, but it's really difficult. I haven't killed any. Because you put them in stasis and you come at them, they can teleport out of stasis. Which I feel is cheating. Just gonna go around charging everything up while I have the time. Nothing else needs charged. Like, I got one in stasis several streams ago, and I scanned it, and then I hit it like twice with my knife, and it just teleported away. And it's like, excuse me? You're supposed to be frozen in time. Do you mind? And then you can't ram them with your Cyclops either, because they also teleport away, I think, before they take damage. That being said, I think I did see one of... If I can find it again. I think I did see one of the River Prowlers attack and actually deal damage to a Warper. So... that kind of made me want to kill the River Prowlers less. %. I'm gonna do a double check here. titanium ingot, computer chip, lead. That's not what I'm looking for. I was looking at the wrong thing. That's irrelevant. Here, plus steel, enameled lubricant, advanced wiring kit, lead. So, if I were down here to lose my Cyclops, I would need to take apart my moon pool in order to make a new one. That is in some way an issue. You've rammed warpers with your Cyclops before and seen blood, it is possible. Okay. In that case, it's just difficult. I really should have taken creepvine seeds with me when I came down here. But I didn't. The green, yellow blood everything has creeps you out? I mean, it's probably just that they have a different metal in their blood. You wait above where they spawn, then bonk them from above, and it works most of the time? That's a good idea. It's a good plan. Huh. Can't use a mobile vehicle bay underwater without a moon pool? Okay. Bigger problem. Okay, I need to go back to the surface, unfortunately. I have to go back to the surface. Because if I lose my Cyclops down here, then it's over. Only having the one lubricant. Okay. Damn. I will have a look at your base after the stream is over, Frog. But yeah, I think I have to go back to the zone because I can't make another Cyclops, Scarlet King. Because I don't have any way to get lubricant down here. Unless you're asking about the mobile vehicle bay. But yeah, if I've just come to the realization, if I lose the Cyclops, say, because of a Sea Dragon, I can't actually build another one. No, but the thing about the Alien Mountain thing is that's the thing that could cause me to lose my Cyclops, Scarlet King. That's the thing that concerns me because of the Sea Dragons. Don't even need to take a Cyclops, just your prawn. I'm not going out there in my prawn. What are you talking about? A damn lava lizard took 10% off my prawn's health and I didn't even kill it. You think I'm gonna risk going out there in my prawn with the Sea Dragons? And the Warpers? Are you mad? Disassemble my fabricator for lubricant, but then I haven't got a fabricator, so I still can't make half the shit I need. I would need to make sure... Oh, I don't think I even have the stalker teeth for enameled glass, so I think I still gotta go back up. I think I only have one stalker tooth. Fabricators don't have lubricant in them anyway. They have table coral, gold, and titanium. Yeah, so I've got a catch-22 here. I have to go back to the surface. Which means I've got to go past the Leviathan I've yet to scan. Twice. Get out of here. Are you attached? Or are you dead? I think you're dead. Gonna get pics of your new base and your Cyclops decor, but you'll quick so you don't miss too much of the stream. Okay. Need to make a new vehicle bay. Is the vehicle bay that expensive? Oh yeah, that feels like that must have done damage. I did like bump into that there, but I didn't see a burst of blood. Hold on, let's have a look at the vehicle bay. How much does that cost again? This doesn't help my playthrough at all, but I just kind of want to know. Lubricant, titanium ingot, power cell. That's not bad. You motherfuckers, get off my shit. Yeah, you. Talking about you. Piss off. I think they're expensive, it's just annoying. Yeah, that's fair. I really can't tell if they respawn. There's definitely less of them before, but they may just respawn slowly. I suppose the real way to know is once I come back down from the surface, if they're still there, or like if more of them have appeared rather, then we have an issue. You actually have barely found all the life pods on like 4 or 5 of them, you think? Haven't checked your radio much? There's still a life pod up there that I haven't even gone to. I've not bothered at all. CTOU's life pod. I really should go and find her. She feels like an important character. Okay. I'm just trying to kill as many little ones as I can. Oh, that sounds wrong. Sounds hella wrong. Back in around 10 minutes? Okay, see you soon, frog. Alright. Get on. Zap. That one's dead. That one's dead. Part that worries me is getting past the Leviathan again. Don't know how much health Leviathans have. I doubt I can just ram the motherfucker. And once I get past it, there's nothing that can damage me anymore. It's just a question of finding the route back up, which I think I remember. I love this section. It's so peaceful when you don't think about the fact that those are Leviathan eggs. Actually, when I think about it, there's still something I haven't scanned, I think, that is on the way back. Depends how far the Leviathan chases me. I'm gonna stop here a second.
Engine powering down.
Okay, where is... Beacon is titanite and copper, isn't it? This is iron cube diamond, iron cube nickel. Oh, but it's 2 iron cubes each, isn't it? Oh no, never mind. 1 each, okay. I'm gonna make a purple tablet and an orange tablet because I don't know which one I need, but I think there's a place where I need one. Where the fuck is my nickel? Do I not have nickel? May not have nickel, so I may not make an orange one. I don't have nickel. For some reason. And I think I might be too lazy to go and get more. Which means I would only be making a purple tablet. Well, you know what? I don't need to make one until I go and see which kind I need, to be honest. Let's not jump the gun. I am going to make a beacon though. So I want to use one of those later as I'm coming up and out. Keep that in my inventory, why not? Do I bother grabbing any nickel before I go? What do we think? I'm gonna do it. I don't want to be caught out there with needing it and not having it. Have I already used the orange one? I have an orange one back at my base. But there's something on the way that I think I could potentially need it for. I don't know, and I don't want to be told. But I'm pretty sure I haven't used it, the one that I did find, and it's still back there. Pretty certain. Grab this. Oh, that's right, I still haven't scanned nickel either. Two's all I need, if I do need it. I'll turn the scanner room back off. God, it's so bright in that habitat over there. Posted your new upgraded base and Cyclops on Discord. Nice, I'll have a look after the stream.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All
In fact, you
systems
don't entirely
online.
think that was 10 minutes? It was definitely not as much as 10 minutes. I did not have a look at the time, but I'd say it was closer to 5. Right.
Engine powering up.
I am not going into camera mode to do this because I need to have my... Game, what is this supposed to be? Why is the waterfall drawn in front of my HUD? What is this supposed to be? Like, seriously? How does that even happen? Wild. Yeah, I'm not going to turn on my cameras and look through them because I need to be down here in the controls to be able to turn on my shield and deploy creature decoy countermeasures should I need to, and I will need to because Bastard's still over here. The real question is how long do I need them on for? Last time I came through here, I came out the other side with 20% power. Bastard is over there. One part of me kind of wants to just ram the motherfucker. Rig silent running? No, 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 no. That takes too much power because I'm already going to be using my shield. Because I'm going to be fully honest with you here. There is absolutely zero chance that I'm getting through this room without that noticing me. Because the way that I need to get through is right over there. How many Leviathans have I scanned? Just the Reaper and the Reefback. Why would I scan more? They terrify me. Other thing I haven't scanned is this massive skeleton. That's all good. Because that's the hole I need to get through.
Deploying decoy.
I don't even see it, to be honest. I mean, I see that one, but I don't even see what attacked me. This one's coming, which is why I turned my shield on.
Ahead flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel captain. Excessive noise.
Okay, bro's not following.
Ahead slow. Ahead standard.
Okay, we're good, we're good. That's way better than last time. I'm not scanning any of that shit in there. It's too dangerous. I will scan it eventually. If you don't have any titanium, you're gonna need like 10 plasteel ingots. You gotta turn that scanner room on. Set that scanner room to titanium. You'll find it's actually everywhere. Send me creepvine seed clusters for lubricant as a present. I would love those as a present. It said something. It said a voice line, so I assumed it was a creature attack and reacted too quickly for my own good. Is there still a bastard in here? Last time I came in this room, there was a crab squid, and he dissuaded me from checking shit out. I don't think he's in here anymore. Hey there. Yeah, he gone. I don't know why he was in here in the first place.
Engine powering down.
Engine powering down. Okay, let's hold on. Oh shit. Let's get some light here. Everything is fine. Like the beginning of the good place. Welcome, everything is fine. Once you need copper, you get the scanner room. You should just get the scanner room straight away. It saves so much time. Be careful of the reapers. Oh right, you're talking to Frog. Never mind. Really want to make sure those marble melons don't go anywhere. Yeah, exactly. I had to keep them still. Right. And now I need to work out. I need to run down there and find out which tablet I need. It just says insert tablet. I'm unsure if that is signifying that I need an orange tablet because it's an orangey color, or if it's just always that color. Yes, orange, okay. That's why we got that nickel. I think I put it upstairs. There it is. 2 nickel, 1 ion cube, 1 orange tablet. I am so smart. Now this looks potentially dangerous. So what I'm gonna do here, get this on 5th slot. Read these before I go in. Nickel is a medium-hard ductile metal used extensively in production of strong metal alloys. It has applications throughout the construction industry, essential for advanced fabrication. And ancient fossilized skeleton. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range. The kelp forest, right? I'm not one with the stalkers because I have beef with the stalkers. Mixed leviathan fossils. I'm slightly concerned I'm going to get attacked, but I think it's just From Software scar tissue, where this would be a boss room in a From Software game. Ancient flora specimen case. There's a mod that revives the ancient fossilized skeletons. You know what? I'm not surprised. The fuck are these? Little, like, microscopes, maybe. Alien, well, maybe I'm about to find out. Alien research equipment. Can I pick this shit up? Oh, it's a cuttlefish egg! Well, I already have a cuttlefish, but I'll take another. Crab claw kelp. How have I never... I've tried scanning this plant so many times. Only allowed to scan it in here. Data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
Integrating new ear damage.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All systems online. Right, let's have a look at the alien data. Ancient flora, alien flora research. Local plants being held in stasis, the aliens evidently sought an extensive knowledge of the planet's ecosystem which would have been necessary to support any live specimen research. Research equipment. A large laboratory table and accompanying scanners incorporate technologies far beyond our current level of understanding. Hypotheses, equipment maintenance, staff maintenance, specimen analysis, specimen gene manipulation. I should have mixed leviathan fossils. Yeah, these fossils likely came from the ancient ancestors of the leviathans which inhabit the planet today. The relative size and delicacy of the bones suggests they form part of the ear canal or some other complex internal structure. That is a massive ear canal. Jesus. Fauna reproductive data. Extensive alien research data on the local fauna with a special focus on their reproductive methods. Core conclusions have been synthesized. The aliens discovered the life forms on the planet have just one sex. Okay. That was actually lore. I didn't realize. I thought that was a joke earlier on when someone said that in chat. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg laying. Eggs usually require genetic material from another of the species. Wait. That's weird. In a rare case, only one parent was required, with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself. Research appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parent and child. So they were laid and then they were fertilized by another one. Interesting. Do I have still more? Oh, flora. Oh, right, yeah, the crab claw kelp. Blue-tipped kelp species which tends to grow in or near to acidic brine pools on the ocean floor. These brine pools are hazardous to most life forms, however the crab claw has adapted by developing a thick, inflexible root system which can withstand the environment and which raises the sensitive blue feeding nodules above the level of the brine. I did think you were only joking, because I hadn't seen any lore to support that.
Engine powering up.
My apologies for doubting you. That being said, generally that's, again, something I would prefer to discover in-game rather than be told, but it wasn't a problem there because I just assumed it was a joke. Big blue skeletons biology is your favorite in the game, honestly. Well, I will discover it one day. No worries. Yeah, I didn't go in here, so the reason I didn't go in here was because when I came down here, I went into that room and I wanted to get out, but there was a crab squid there, and I don't know how it got there, but it was there. Speaking of the devil, hello, you motherfucker. Yeah, you're dead now. How does that feel? There is no longer a crab squid. Yeah, there was a crab squid there, and I didn't want to get out because I was concerned it would kill me when I was outside the Cyclops. The Cyclops? The Cyclops. Dear Lord, help me. Help. Wait, help. Help. I don't have a driving license. Hold on. Feel like a king with your stasis rifle? Yeah. Familiar feeling. You fought the cash crab squid in your prawn when you were annoyed with it? I'm not brave enough to fight things in my prawn. I don't think it's as strong as people make it out to be. That lava lizard did a number on me when I was in it. If you hold shift while crafting something in the fabricator menu, you can further navigate the menu. I don't quite understand what that means. Nearly killed it with a bugger hidden in the ceiling? Yeah, they're cowards. I may just be having a brain moment with that advice where I fail to understand anything remotely simple. You could technically beat the game with the prawn suit only? Is that a challenge? That hole might not be big enough. Hold on. That hole might not be big enough. Let's go. Let's use this one. This one might not be big enough either. Where the fuck is the hole out? How did I get in here? And why does my fabricator keep activating? I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, hold on. Yeah, that's right. You back off. Speaking of a motherfucker that I'm gonna kill, never mind. He ran away. I'm gonna slay you. See if I don't. That's twice you've been hurt by me. You want to come back for thirds? You want to come back for thirds? You think that's a good idea? You think that's conducive to your health? It's not. Are we just going to keep doing this? We're just going to keep doing this? You want another one? That's 4 times I've hit you. That's 4 times. Oh, look. Now you're dead. How did that go? How did that go for you? If you're crafting something in the fabricator and hold shift while clicking on the thing you want to craft, it will craft the item and you can still see the menu of the fabricator without it disappearing. That's so useful. Why isn't that the default? Why do you have to hold shift for that? Okay, I really want to reorient myself about where shit is. The gassy habitat is there. I should have made multiple beacons, but we're good. This is the way out? This is the way out? Okay, okay, here we are. Right, what we're gonna do here... Okay, so it's kind of in the direction of Dagothr. Hold on. I've got a plan here. I'm not moving horizontally at all. Those sure are noises. Oh! The sunlight. I didn't realize how close I was to the floating island. Are those noises just reefbacks? I'm a little concerned. Yeah, they are. Okay, good. It's been a while since I've heard them.
Powering down.
It's been a little while since I've heard the reefbacks and the reapers. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting the sounds confused. Now, we're far enough up that we're away from the warpers, so I can safely exit my vehicle. However, we are laterally, horizontally, whatever word you want to use, directly above the cave. What do they call the underground? Let's call it Abyssal Entrance, because the Abyssal Zone of the sea.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems on.
Despite the fact that it slightly offends my sensibilities and knowledge of the sea to call something of depth like 2,000 meters,
Engine
less than 2,000 meters abyssal zone, because on Earth that is nowhere close to the abyssal zone. God, it's been a while since I've been up here. I'm going to do a couple of things here. While I'm at the island, I'm going to take this opportunity to grab some Bilbo tree stuff. Been a while since I interacted with a Bilbo tree. I should have left Steven down there, brought my sea moth down. I'm stupid. Too late now. Where is the beach? Get a snack, back in a few minutes, okay? See you soon. Here's the beach.
engine powering down.
Engine powering down. Made a mobile vehicle bay, nice. How exactly do these work? You hack that, you don't get shit. Oh, this is the Bilbo tree. Okay, that's why you don't get shit from hacking that. Hack that, is it? It's samples. Okay, I'm gonna take those two and rush back to my base. It looks like something that you can grow. It looks like it has a seed icon next to it. Kilometer to my base. To my above ground base. Ain't no way there's time to bring it down below unless I plant it in here. And that's gonna be very cluttered.
Engine powering up.
Dropped your mobile vehicle bay at the surface and it disappeared? Are you sure it didn't appear like somewhere behind you? Or if you like log out and log back in, maybe it'll be in your inventory? I don't know. I remember what I came up for, Scarlet King. Don't worry. I remember. Came up for a couple of things, and actually that potentially is one of them because I still haven't dealt with that. Well, well. Look what it is.
Engine powering down.
Would you look at this place? Oh, I can't even pick you up. Sad.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Couple things. Very quickly, first thing first. Free up some of my inventory. Do I have any titanium in here? Apparently, it seems the answer to that is no. Okay, grab titanium from my Cyclops. Hello, Tapas Kumar, welcome. Okay, I have a fair amount of titanium. Let's leave these. I just want to plant my Bilbo tree so that I have it back at base rather than away on the island. Indoor grow bed. There we go. God, it's been ages since I've been back here. Oh, I forgot how much worse lantern fruit was as a food. I mean, it's good as a food, it's terrible as a drink. Marble melon really is the way to go. Wait, I have marble melon in here, don't I? Yeah. Forgot that for a moment. Okay. I need... Or now the issue... Creepvine seed clusters... They go off, don't they? Eventually. Never mind, I'm wrong. They don't go off. We're good. Right, let's take a few. It's creepvine samples that go off. Your mobile vehicle bay is just gone? Jesus. The game is really messing with you. Okay, before you put the next one down, my advice, save. Just in case, because you never know. But yeah, that's insane that the game has done you like that. Three stalker teeth. That's important. Might as well take the silicon rubber I have. Might as well stick the rotten Chinese potato in here. Why not? These are still active. That's wild. Oh, it's still full. Let's check on our best friends. Oh, look at that. That's some rich stuff. Gary and Reginald. Look at these lads. Gary here, like the second fish I ever picked up. What a guy. I've kind of missed this place a bit. And our cuddlefish down here. Along with the other weird lads we got going on. Now I feel like I could just pull up this moon pool and take the ingredients. Because I've got 3 moon pools on my base for some reason. And I can't entirely say why I have 3. Because I don't need 3. Look at my boy. The butterfly tube. Like, I got these 2, and these I feel like should just be the main 2. What did you miss? I came back home. I revisited Gary and Reginald. I'll pop up to them again. Here they are, Gary and Reginald. Still fine, having no issues. And I'm thinking I might demolish one of these moon pools and take the resources, because I got 3 moon pools on this base. Why have I got frame rate issues in Subnautica of all games? A pretty simple system. Purple background means plant underwater, green background means plant above water, blue background means you can't plant it. Right, that's a great color system for somebody who isn't colorblind. Okay, if this is purple, then that's actually fine, because I can tell the difference between purple and blue in that case. But there are certainly plenty of purples and blues that I can't tell the difference between very easily. Take one of these out. That one's 100. Stick that in. I'm just gonna take a shit ton of resources back with me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome
All
aboard,
systems
Captain.
online.
All systems online. Where is my stalker teeth? Stick the cuttlefish egg in there as well. This saves your game you're about to place down your mobile vehicle bay. Fingers crossed. Silicon rubber. Okay. It works. Let's go. I'm gonna get some resources back here. I don't need 3 moon pools on this base. I do not need 3. Give me this shit back. Give me that. Give me the bulkhead. Okay. Stick the titanium in here. May make another locker at some point. I want you to oh, I can't talk. Do I want you to tell me about a cool glitch? I don't know. Do I? Sure, go ahead. I'm not going to exploit it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's called Super Sea Glide. I think I might have heard about this. I think someone in a previous stream might have said something about a Super Sea Glide, but I don't remember the details. Need to keep the ion cubes together, please. Lubricant go in there as well. Something speedrunners do, yeah. Someone was... I remember someone talking about speedrunning before. Place a compartment underwater, hit it until it floods, go in and deconstruct the hatch, then reconstruct and leave. Makes the game think you're walking and swimming and adds them both so you go really fast. Oh wow. Yeah. Classic speedrun type glitch. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take all of the shit with us. Just all of it. If there is a single piece of shit, we're taking it with us. Go with just Sea Glide scanner and a knife to the crash zone. Wish you luck. Good fucking luck. What are we doing here? Why is the door in front? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm taking everything at this point. I'm gonna be loaded up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wealthy. I don't need the spadefish egg. Take this. Oh my god, why do I have so many purple tablets? I probably should take the radiation stuff with me, just in case I encounter radiation. Might be a good idea. Just have it on hand. Salt tablets can go in there. Oh, it's already going dark again. That's not entirely ideal. The weather is so stupid in the game or in real life. Okay, let's take those. Actually, let's leave a small amount of resources behind. Done, you got a full inventory of metal salvage. I don't know how you have survived, but well done. It's like 35 degrees all week, and the one day you want to do a bit of cycling, there's a fucking monsoon in Central Europe or something. Oof. Yeah. To be fair, if it was still 35 degrees Celsius, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be able to do cycling in that heat. I would simply melt. Can't survive those temperatures when you're Scottish. I'm gonna head out in the butterfly and get some more stalker teeth. Actually, first of all, I need to turn the scanner room on so it's easier to find them. If you don't go into the dangerous parts of the crash zone, it might be the safest biome in the whole game. Right, listen. Listen. I don't know about you, but I went there twice, and I went to the same part twice. And the first time I went there wasn't a Reaper. The second time I went there was. In the same part. And apparently I can't actually look for stalker teeth on this map. But apparently there are also fragments in this scanner that I haven't scanned, so I might as well just kind of stick them on, and if they're... No, wait, hold on. Take me back in. If they're in my way, then I can use them. Get them, rather. Could you please pick the melons? Rather than trying to use the fucking planter? Oh, okay, that melon's not grown. Okay, sure, whatever. Your Australian 35 degrees Celsius is a regular day for you? No, I couldn't. I would die. I would melt like ice cream.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, first things first. What are we doing at 96 instead of 100? What's going on there? Where's my vehicle? There it is. That's the laser cutter. I always press the wrong button. There's a fragment in there. Get my stasis gun out. But I know the bastards are nearby. Speaking of the bastards, there's one. This is all going to be stuff that I've already got, but it is free titanium and I want to get it off my map. See, 16 degrees is like a good temperature for me. That's what we want. Northeastern part of Europe, a few days ago, it was 33 degrees Celsius for 2-3 days in a row. Yeah, that's kind of what it was like in England, as I understand. That fragment was too far out of my way, so... Gonna just ignore that for now. $22 is perfect for you. Like 16 is like good warm. If I want a cool temperature, then I want like 10. Hey, Stalker, where are your teeth at? I used to be so scared of these lads. Hey, I'm gonna need to stasis you potentially for a second. Is that good? We good here? I'm not gonna kill you. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Oh shit, there's another one. Adios. Don't be a part of this conversation, but you're American, you use Fahrenheit, you can't convert in your head. Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense, I don't know what to tell you. Every cultural difference is valid except Fahrenheit. Yeah, you see people come out with numbers like, oh yeah, it's 91 degrees, and I'm like, excuse me, it's what? It's actual full death for all human beings? I'm not seeing any bloody stalker teeth, and it's pissing me off. Alright, I'm gonna see, now that I've been over there, maybe they'll be, like, available on the scanner room again now. Used to be scared of these guys, proceeds to get out, see Moth and get scared by the stalker. I wasn't, it's, there's a difference between like being scared and running away and like knowing how to deal with them in a manner that is safe. By being safe, I mean like I used to just run away from them all the time and never even go near them. I stasised one that was coming towards me in a precautionary manner and scanned the thing while there were still two just walking around like open and unstasised. I'd say that's a pretty big improvement. There we go, stalker tooth. Back on the scanner, let's go. I don't need to feed them scrap metal, they've got scrap metal of their own around there, I just need them to actually play with it and drop their bloody teeth. Alright, hold on, let's test this. Because I've never been able to... Can we, thank you. I've never been able to successfully repair this while it's docked, and I've been told that it's possible. I've pressed the left click again. You see, the problem with this is I always feel like it should be left click, and it's not.
Welcome aboard,
It's
Captain.
95 Fahrenheit in Ohio, last week it's probably about 34 to 35. Yeah, that's just too much. Like, it's not improving. Oh, there we go. You have to... Why is the hitbox just there? With a reinforced dive suit, they're at best noisy nuisances. I do have a reinforced dive suit. Only valid American measurement system is feet. Honestly, feet are kind of wild as well sometimes. Because, like, the problem with the Imperial system, one of the many problems with the Imperial system, and I say this as a country that does still use the Imperial system itself, is that like it's different depending on the country you're in. Well, certain units, not all of them, but certain units are different depending on the country you're in. Your foot isn't even a foot wrong. Right, well this is the thing, so I'm gonna get very nerdy here. Historically, feet in at least the Western world used to specifically mean, and I believe I'm correct here, the length of the current ruler's foot. So whenever you had to change a king, how many feet long something was changed. And that probably contributes to the fact that different countries have like different measurements of various parts of the Imperial system. Imagine your face when you find out the US and UK use cup differently. I didn't even know that. It's particularly volume and weight is the main thing that is used differently. But I think some lengths it is as well. I think a league might be different depending on what country you're in. But yeah, like particularly weight and volume ones. Feet are kind of wild sometimes. I stand by that statement. I think one cup is 277 milliliters. Why the fuck is it that? That's like the worst. That's actually the worst number. That ends in a 7. That doesn't divide by anything. I mean, it might, but it probably doesn't divide by very many things. Regardless of how the unit is inconsistent between nations, Americans use cup for things that have no business being measured in volume. Like, you don't say 1 liter of flour, you measure its weight, because that's just better. Do they say... Oh yeah, they do say like 1 cup of flour, don't they? I don't know how we do it in Britain. I don't bake enough. I never cook. Does the measurement shitload also change when a new king is crowned? Okay, so that's not a thing that happens anymore. Historically, it was a thing that changed with like... Oh wait, sorry, never mind. Hold on. My brain was in nerd mode, so I completely missed a joke there. That would have been a good joke if I'd got it. Hello, Satsuma, welcome. I think I've got enough stalker teeth. I think I'm good on stalker teeth. Wait, British cups are 277? That makes so much sense. Sometimes my country needs to stop. Not stop anything specific, it just needs to stop sometimes. Stop! Wait a minute. Get some help. That's what my country needs to do. Why is there a random stalker tooth over here? What the hell? That shit's underground. What the fuck? Okay. How old am I? I'm 22. Well, let's get this docked. Get the stalker feet on board. Stalker feet? Stalker teeth. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no no no. We talked about feet too much and it's ruined my vocabulary. You're wrong, your fridge said 237? Oh no. Wait, so now we've got 3 different measurements for a cup? Stalker teeth are one of the few items that have a tendency to just fall through the map? Okay. Good to know. There are like 20 different definitions of cup as a unit and all of them are still used in different contexts.
Welcome
Wonderful.
aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Frog, I too am almost completely clueless in the kitchen. I used to be able to bake specifically one recipe of scone. What game am I going to play after this? Excellent question. I don't know. Probably not immediately Subnautica Below Zero, because I'd like to have a little bit of, like, variety, like, have some kind of different survival game maybe, or maybe not even a survival game, I don't know. Probably a survival game. I mean, yeah, after this stream, the next stream will be Sekiro, but, like, I kind of have two slots on my channel per se. I have the weekday slot and the weekend slot. The weekend slot is kind of like more Souls-like games, and then this is kind of more other games that take my fancy. I could play Minecraft. I have not played The Forest. Unfortunately, I know almost everything about the story of The Forest, so I'm not sure that I would particularly be interested in playing that on stream. Then again, I've played Minecraft through several times and I'm considering that, so what am I even talking about there? I don't own The Forest, that's the other thing. When I'm thinking about games that I own, obviously I own Minecraft, so I could do some of that. That's a bit of a weird one though, because there isn't like a... I suppose there is, there's like the Ender Dragon is kind of the end of a playthrough in quotation marks, but there isn't such a well-defined like this is where a playthrough is complete point. I have been thinking about playing Celeste at some point. I don't know if that would necessarily be the next one. The other thing to consider is, with the weekend slot being like Souls-like type games, I quite like this sort of weekday one being calmer games, and I'm not sure that I would consider Celeste to be a calm game. Not that I've played it, but like from what I know of it and the fact that I'm terrible at platformers, not sure I'd consider it to be calm. But that's also a possibility. I suppose the thing with Minecraft that differentiates it from The Forest is like, I haven't played Minecraft since I want to say like 1.14, 15, maybe slightly further ahead than that. And they're on like 1.20 something now. So there's a whole shit ton of stuff that I don't know much about. Nice base, thanks.
Engine powering up.
What do we say? Do I go back down to the lava zone, or do I go to use life pod? 1.22. I could try making a multiplayer Minecraft server. I want to do that. Not sure. Problem with that is I'd have to pay for hosting, and like I don't have a source of income right now. Play a lot of Celeste to relax. To you, it's good for that. While you die a lot, the deaths are very quick and you can immediately try again, so there's not really any frustration. Eternos is free? I've never heard of Eternos. Okay, let's go to the life pod. See what kind of shit's going on over here. This has been on my... If the fish could not. This has been on my screen for like... I want to say like... 5 streams at this point? Maybe 6. Okay, lads, you all need to stop bumping into me. There are way too many fish here. Turnus is a free Minecraft hosting website. Oh, it's kind of slow. It's the one you mainly use. I think I would want to do like a single player playthrough before I did any multiplayer stuff, but I could also do multiplayer stuff at some point. Wait, I've lost it. There it is. I didn't know that there was a blue skeleton there, Frog, and again, I don't want to know what's there before I get there. Please don't say things about what I'm... Jesus, it's so loud. Please don't say things about what is in a place before I find that place. What tablets do I have? I have a whole load of purple tablets and one orange tablet. Do I like this game? This is one of my favorite games. Oh, and the Lost River, sorry. Oh, yes, the Leviathan. I mean, I'm presuming it's a Leviathan. I do need to scan that at some point. I'm terrified of it, but I do need to at some point. Problem with that is I didn't leave my... I didn't leave Steven down there, so I can't take my Seamoth down, which I would quite like to do, because the Seamoth is fast and you can escape while the bastard is stasis. But yeah, Satsuma, this is one of my favorite games. Okay, let's have a look here. How are we doing on power 100? Okay. Yes, very much no spoilers for this playthrough, please. $966. Okay. This is your favorite game? It's up there for me. To explain my current kind of strategy here, I am using sonar to make sure that I'm not going to get snuck up on by any reapers, because obviously I don't know what animals are in this area of the game because I haven't really been over here. That's fine. I don't know anything about the Subnautica 2 developer drama. I've not heard anything about that. This is also one of your favorite games, but you play Osu the most. I played Osu once, I was terrible at it, and I never played it again. I'm not very good at rhythm games. Maybe I'll be better at rhythm games after playing Sekiro, who knows? Oh, these are just straight floating islands here. Hello. Holy shit. Okay, we're going to turn this off for a sec, because that's going to drain power.
Erosion patterns on the land masses suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
Oh, interesting. They floated on the surface. I mean, that makes sense, given that they're covered in floaters. You slaughtered many bone sharks here? I think I just slaughtered a shit ton of them by accident there. There are new developers for that game. I mean, I can imagine that there would be some new ones. I'm not sure just new ones being brought on is drama per se. Drama would be like all of the old ones getting kicked off and the new ones coming on for that reason. Holy shit. Look at that. But yeah, I'd expect there to be new ones just generally because, like, the company is bigger now. Hey, there's the bastards. Okay, I think we're good on... Nah, fuck off. You can't do that to me. As I start saying I think we're good on scary things, you immediately play a fucking Minecraft cave sound? What's wrong with you? Is that a creature attack that actually damages the health? Yes, it is. Stop the engine? Give me a second here. Why would I stop the engine when I can just fucking murder them? If you ignore the electric eels, they do practically no damage to the Cyclops. They do even less damage when they're dead. Okay, we're 65 meters above. The thing here is I want to be down as close as possible. Okay, you don't do any damage to the Cyclops. If you stop the engine, nothing will attack me. I want to kill them first. I'm not worried about them attacking me in the Cyclops. I'm worried about them attacking me when I'm outside. Okay, let's stop it for now because I got a drink. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Cyclops regenerates health. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to murder them.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That's the thing about this playthrough. I've been killing things. That's a problem for later. I'm like 50 meters above the life pod. It's a problem for right now. I'm rehydrating on their blood. You know what? It's a good thing you mentioned rehydration because I really should get a drink. Do that in a second. Right, how are we doing in terms of being above here? "47 meters, but it's over there. So it would drop down small distance away. How are we looking on the crab squid front? It's up there. Is it dead?
Engine powering up.
Bro's dead. What's my favorite film? God, I cannot pick a single favorite film.
Engine powering down.
For some reason, I wasn't attacked. Scan it? Not right now! I don't have a fast escape! I don't have a fast escape. Why would I scan it in an area I don't know? I'm gonna scan the other one where it's a controlled environment that I know and have a place to escape to. I'm aware it can't detect the Cyclops when my engine is off. That's true for most things. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't have a fast escape. I also don't know where it went. I'm pretty sure that's almost universal, Frog, with the engine being off, not being able to detect the Cyclops. The eels are there. The eels aren't an issue. I don't want to go down there until I know where it is. This is a huge one, the other one was a small one. They looked about the same size to me. One that I've seen before. I'm still trying to think about my favorite film. I really don't know if I can choose one. I mean, I can tell you some that I love. You know what, I can tell you right now one that I would have said for a long time was my favorite, but I don't think I can say I have a single favorite anymore. But one that I would have said for a long time would be Blade Runner.
Integrating new PDA data.
The original Blade Runner, that is. Wish I could deconstruct this fabricator. Let's find out if I can. I'm getting greedy. Want to scan shit. Look at that. Right, we're going back in.
Welcome aboard.
Interstellar's pretty good.
All systems online.
I have no idea really about Sons of the Forest. I will be honest, in terms of like survival games that interest me, despite knowing the story, Forest isn't high on there. Another one I would say, I mean, obviously I adore the Lord of the Rings films. I say obviously like everyone does, that's not true. Some people don't like it and that's fair enough. But I do adore them. What does that put me on for power? 93. Honestly, I'm more of a, at the moment, I'm more of a TV person than a film person. The original Beetlejuice is another one I like a lot. Addams Family Values. Excellent film. Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I've started listing funny films for some reason. My favorite film that I watched recently is definitely Sinners. That film is fantastic.
Engine powering up.
Right, let's skedaddle, skedoodle, skedaddle. Of a 160-page book and a 550-600-page book that you have to read and you want to, but for some reason you can't bring yourself to read them. I know that feeling. As someone who loves writing and reading, but actually doesn't read very often, I'm currently partway through an excellent book called The Lie Tree by my favorite author called Frances Hardinge. And, like, it's fantastic. And I'm loving it, and I still don't read it very often, and I don't know why that is. I like reading, yeah. I mean, my main hobby is writing, so I have to like reading. Hello, Premiere Foil, welcome. You just subscribed? Thanks. Hello, Canary, welcome. How are you doing? I didn't wake you up, I know, I just, that one's on me, to be honest. I really need to start waking you up before these streams. I notice you've become evil. I love that we have some people in here that love writing. Always like meeting like-minded individuals. If I'm not gaming, then I'm probably doing something related to writing, be that actual writing or just world building. You're on the wrong account. You've written and printed several books? That's incredible. It's a fantastic achievement. I have written books, but I have not printed. I also write poetry sometimes. I tend to go through phases of writing that. Go outside and read about grass. I do need to go outside more, to be honest. Like, you joke, but that's good advice. I don't go outside enough. All of my hobbies are inside hobbies, except for one. The one outside hobby I have is tennis. It's the only sport I give a shit about. I'm not entirely sure why I give a shit about it. I just do. You're really bad at poetry, but it's really cool. Poetry's weird. Sometimes I feel like I'm bad at it, and then sometimes I feel like I'm really good at it. Fantasy's mostly what I write as well, though I've been writing some science, not exactly hard science fiction, science fantasy recently. I've been writing more, and kind of like some cosmic horror stuff a bit, been experimenting with, but I mainly write fantasy. How many seconds do I go outside? It depends on the day. I mean, when I go outside, it's usually for a walk that's like half an hour. I have not written any plays. This is gonna sound... This is gonna sound terrible. As a writer, especially for a writer to say this. Don't like Shakespeare. I appreciate his skill and all his contributions to the craft. I just find his work boring. You're a nerd and all, but you can't get into writing at all. I mean, fair. Not every hobby, not every part of nerddom is for everyone. Everyone has their own skills and likes. Personally love Shakespeare. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I recognize, like, objectively, he was a really good writer. I just don't care for any of his plays. Personally. And I also recognize that's an unpopular opinion. Used to play hockey, but I haven't picked it up since late primary school. There are so many things that I played in school just because they were what was on in PE that I just didn't give a shit about. And for the longest time, I didn't give a shit about any sport. And then I just kind of, like, in 2023, sort of, started caring about tennis, and now it's the only one I care about. I find every other sport boring. It's just tennis, and I don't know what the difference is. We only have nerds here? I mean, makes sense. Would make sense that, like, like-minded individuals are drawn to the same type of game. Congratulations on becoming good again, Canary. More of a space nerdy type in full seriousness. If you don't become an engineer / aerospace engineer, you deem your life a failure. Okay, well, I wouldn't put your entire life's worth on a specific career path. I don't think that's healthy, but it is certainly a very interesting thing and very interesting topic, and it would be cool to go into that. Fair enough, in Shakespeare you feel the same way about drama class, like you're here to improv and have fun, not write papers in Stalinsky. I don't even remember who that is. I haven't done really any writing classes, partially because whenever I read the summaries of them, they were like, yeah, we're going to study this writer and, like, do study about genre stuff, and I'm sitting here like, no, I just want to write fantasy books. I don't care about genre. I do get the sense that a lot of writing classes are like kind of tailored towards trying to get people to write in a specific marketable way, and to me that's really harmful to writing as a craft. Encourage people to write well, but always also encourage people to experiment and write in ways that other people don't write. Not just whatever the publishers think will sell best. So I've never taken a writing class because of that. I did have an opportunity to in uni, despite the fact that I studied software engineering. In the first 2 years, you could take like one module per semester that was outside of your subject, and there were opportunities for writing classes, but I always read the descriptions of them and was like, you know what? I think this is going to make my writing actively worse rather than better. So I'm not going to take this class. Yeah, I agree. I think it's better self-taught, but that does mean you have to read, and I acknowledge that I don't read enough because I have too many time-consuming hobbies. The best way to become good at writing is not to be told how to write, it is just to read a lot of books. And since we have some people in here that like reading, I recommend Unraveler by Frances Hardinge. It's my favourite book. And then also every other book by Frances Hardinge, and also every book by Diana Wynne Jones, who was my favourite author until I read Unraveler. Anything I can do while I can read stuff, in fact. I was going to be like, anything I can do while I'm sitting here waiting for these to charge, I can read. Like I was just saying. Hello, Radar, welcome. Read the information logs on Subnautica, that's enough. I mean, that does teach you how to write in that specific style. If this is not my favourite game, what's my favourite game? My favourite game is twofold. It is the first two Thief games, Thief the Dark Project and Thief 2 the Metal Age. They have been my favourite games since forever, and they remain as such. Bloodvine. This species of kelp grows in sparse copses deep on the ocean floor and provides shelter for an array of distinct fauna and megafauna. Survival at these depths is challenging, and the life forms which make their homes here have developed unusual coping mechanisms, including a bleaching of skin pigment, dependency on naturally occurring metals and oils to adjust to temperature and pressure, and in some cases even electrical defense mechanisms. The vibrant red oils which seep from the bloodvine coagulate into semi-hard pustules, which frequently fall loose and form a vital foodstuff for the local ecosystem, or are otherwise reabsorbed into the ground over time. I've not played either Scarlet Hollow or Not for Broadcast, I must admit. Currently playing a game about battleships while watching a stream about water while drinking water. Drinking water is good. I don't think I've ever had a brain freeze, and you know what? I'm glad about that, because they never seem to be a good experience. Every time I hear about someone having brain freeze, it sounds like the worst thing ever. So I would like to continue avoiding them. I recommend We Are Wolves by Katrina Nanestad. It's your most recent read. I will write it down somewhere. I have such a massive backlog for reading. Let's listen to this voice log.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
It's working.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
Rip.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
I don't think you will. I think you actually died. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just put your hands on your neck and it goes away. I mean, surely that only works if your hands are cold. They just use the power of friendship. I can't talk. Blah, blah, blah. They just use the power of friendship and flew to Jupiter. That would require a lot of friendship. I feel like Jupiter is probably a long way away from 4546b. This is an exoplanet. It's clearly going to be like multiple, like tens of thousands of light years away. I'll go back down once my power cells have recharged. Think that Leviathan had a good meal? Yeah, I agree. I feel that that is the case. Jupiter's right next to it? Okay, fair enough. Jupiter is canonically on vacation in this game. Definitely. I believe you. I just haven't found that bit of lore yet. Come on, charge faster. I don't have anything else to do right now. Hello Gary, hello Reginald, how are you doing? Sleep, you know, I keep forgetting that that's a thing I can do. I keep forgetting that's a thing you can do. Brain freezes happen when something very cold touches the very roof of your mouth. The cold makes the blood vessels in that area retract fast and then expands to attempt to bring warmth back quickly. Huh. I don't put eggs in that alien containment, Satsuma. The eggs go in the other alien containment. Reginald and Gary are my two best friends,
Captain.
and they live by themselves. I just experienced that animation for the first time. This guy stretches like me when I get up. Yeah, Reginald and Gary, and they were roommates. They are indeed roommates.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hey! Now I need to sleep so that the other power cell can charge. I do have to build an alien containment in one of my bases down below. Just remind myself what that takes to build. Glass and titanium, that's easy. Easy peasy. I should kill every Leviathan. I haven't killed a single Leviathan. I haven't killed any of them. I'm not cruel like that. I think our trigeminal nerve senses pain, gets confused and doesn't know where it's coming from, and so because the trigeminal nerve also connects to your forehead, such as it feels like the cold is coming from your forehead. Oh, interesting. I've never actually, like, thought about the mechanisms of brain freeze before. I'm not tired enough to sleep. Great, so I can't skip that one. Theoretically, the fastest way to get rid of a brain freeze is to touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth, huh? But yeah, I haven't killed any Leviathans because I'm not confident enough to do that. Some people have a weaker trigeminal nerve, you think, so some people get less brain freezes. Huh. People with CPI don't get them at all. Today I learned. I do have a stasis rifle, yes. Used it to scan a Reaper, and then I hit the Reaper about, I want to say like 15 times with my knife, and it didn't die, and I decided, you know what? I'm fucking leaving. Oh yeah, I ain't doing this shit. Let's get a Bilbo tree inside my Hingme. My Cyclops. Why not? I cannot parse that message. Setsuma, unfortunately, I don't know what the S and BB are short for.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Couldn't bring yourself to kill the Reaper by the alien gun because they're just vibing, living their life. Don't forget to stretch. Thank you. That's a good reminder. I do forget to stretch sometimes. It's not a baby. Hey, 15 is like over... That's like 5 times as many times as I need to hit most things, okay? There comes a point where you're like, you know what? I don't know how much health this thing has. I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes hitting it with a knife and potentially run out of battery on my stasis rifle. There's a reason I haven't died yet in this game, and it's because I'm very careful. Let's see if that's good enough. Do I know about the void? If that's the same thing about out of bounds, then I am aware that out of bounds is a dangerous place that I can go, and I have not gone there. Subnautica Deathless Run? So far it is, and I'd quite like to have the bragging rights of it remaining that way until I finish. Sometimes you'd lie near the surface just watching the Reaper swim around roaring. The only time they ever aggroed you was when you were actively trying to stasis and scan it. I'm lost. Hold on. This is what I'm looking for. This is one of the things I'm looking for. I don't think Karl Marx will give me cookies. I just have a feeling that that isn't the case. There we go, and we're getting a bilbo tree. Yeah, I have just a few plants. Well, you see, before I built the thermal plant, I was using a bioreactor. So that's the main reason that I have so many plants. Okay, it's time to go back below ground. Let's see what time it is here. Okay, we're not too bad. Still got like an hour or so.
Engine powering up.
Can use the creepvine. I have creepvine seeds in my my Cyclops. That's one of the things. I'm just gonna double check that they are in there. Now that I'm saying that, one of the things that I came up for, yes, I have clusters, was to get those. And yes, back down to the lava zone. Reginald are the best bioreactor fuel? How could you do that? Come on, it's Reginald. You can't do that to my boy. And Gary, no! How could you? I love the reefbacks. They're just these guys, you know? Reefbacks are silly billies, yeah. They're just friendly fellows. I might have bumped into one of them. It's all good. Favorite Leviathan? Honestly, probably, yeah. When I first heard them in the distance, I was so intimidated, but now they're so calming. Interesting, the two stream times on YouTube and OBS are not quite synced. There's about 10 seconds difference between them. That's more than I would have thought. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe more like 5 or 6 seconds, actually. But I would have thought there would be a difference of like 2 seconds. Remember your friend came to your house and he tried Subnautica for the first time. He was terrified of the reef backs. I mean, I get it. I was terrified of them when I heard them in the distance, but then once I interacted with them even a tiny amount, I realized, you know what, they're not aggressive. In your first playthrough, you have a garden observatory. They often swim right over their coals are so booming inside of it. Yeah, sometimes they swim near the my base at the top there, and it's great. You can actually talk to the reefbacks by sounding your horn near them, and they will call back. I did not know that. I need to try that next time I'm near them. Imagine if the Cyclops gets destroyed. I think I would probably take a break of about a month from the game if that happens, to be honest, while everything is on board it. If it happens with not much on board it, then we're good. But if it happens while everything's on board, then we are very much not good. Reefbacks remind you of the early industrial revolution and potato farmers. Sure. Reefbacks remind you of the impending heat death of the universe. I wouldn't necessarily say impending. Like, inevitable, yeah, but impending kind of implies it's going to happen soon, and it distinctly isn't. It takes a while. They also remind you of power outages. These are interesting things they remind you folks of. And apple trees. I don't see the correlation, to be quite honest with you. Probably knew this already, but did you know a symptom of getting the wrong blood type is a sense of impending doom? I know that there are quite a lot of medical conditions that can be precipitated by... not precipitated. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, like heralded by a sense of impending doom. I think that can be true of both heart attacks and strokes. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is indeed also the case for being transfused with the wrong blood type. Did I put a name to the tree in the Lost River? I haven't. Well, Cerulean Falls is kind of near it. Depression does that too? Yeah, well that's the thing. It's not like it's one symptom. It's not like you feel a sense of impending doom automatically you're having a heart attack or a stroke. But it is a potential indicator. Your name for the tree is the mystical tree. I don't have a name specifically for the tree. Cerulean Falls is the waterfall that leads down to the lava zone near the tree. Dagoth Ur is the lava zone. That's a Morrowind reference. Because I have a problem. I like Morrowind too much. Your name for the tree is Tree. Valid. Accurate description. Should name the tree Old Tuberculosis. Got this glowing tree here, it's just ye old tuberculosis. The Cyclops is Nemo for you? That's a great name for the Cyclops. My Cyclops is called Squidding, which I think is a pretty good name. How are we doing? 98 here. Oh, Yggdrasil, perfect.
Ahead flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calibrated. Excessive noise.
Okay, let's actually... I'm not scanning it right now. I will scan it when this place is safe. Regarding other monsters. How many times? I have a strategy. Why am I stopping the light? It makes it harder for these things to detect me, I'm pretty sure. Regardless, it does use slightly less power, even if it doesn't make them harder to detect me. Harder for them to detect me. But I think it does make it harder for them to detect me. Irukandji's jellyfish makes you feel an impending doom if you get stung. Yeah, that's nasty. I don't want to get stung by it. But to be fair, I don't want to get stung by them anyway. It doesn't use power? That makes no sense. Well, tell you what, it gives me a placebo effect that makes me feel better, so I'm keeping it off. Moonlord also makes you feel impending doom. That's true. Your Cyclops is called Prawn Hub and your prawn suit is called Iron Man with the colors being red and yellow. Yeah, that's good. I like that. But yeah, it gives me a placebo effect that makes me feel better, so I'm keeping the lights off. And now we're down here. We are warm, so we're recharging because we are goated. Let's actually load in because I'm 4 out of 5, so let's load that in. Right. Maybe the real Cyclops lights are the terminal diseases we got along the way? Could be, maybe so, maybe so. We are down here now. What we're gonna do... What we are gonna do... So we're gonna have a look here. We're gonna do several things. We're gonna build that. We are going to pin that. I should stream 11 hours? Not happening, I would die. My average stream time is like 3 to 3.5 hours, and I'm often tired after that. Some people have smaller batteries than other people. Your longest was 17 hours? I don't understand. I don't get it. Alien Mountain later, where I'm strategizing. Strategizing here. Take this titanium, I'm gonna need it. Gonna need a little bit of quartz. Her longest was 0 hours. Very fair. That is a psychologist and he told you the reason to why the placebo effect is a thing. When you were a little kid, he actually told you that while working, he didn't know what it was. Because he's not a psychologist.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't think I quite parsed that properly. I can't... The message limit is not something I can do, Frog. That's YouTube. That's just YouTube's message limit. I have no control over that. Okay. Plasteel is... Maybe Molly is secretly John YouTube. It could be so. Could be so. Titanium lithium. Yeah, unfortunately I can do nothing about the message limit, I'm afraid. Okay, so we're looking at 3 teeth, 3 glass, 1 more titanium ingot, 9 lithium, no, 6 lithium. Lubricant's already in there. Does anyone like swimming in the ocean? I don't like swimming outdoors, so not me. I know people who like swimming outdoors and do swim in the ocean sometimes,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
but it's not for
All
me.
systems online.
I'm making sure I have the materials to make another Cyclops, so that if this one is destroyed, I am good. Was swimming indoors in a swimming pool? Have you never heard of a swimming pool? Indoor ones are rarer? Maybe where you live. Public swimming pools are mostly roofed indoors in Scotland. Probably because it's cold here. I like going to the beach in summer as long as there aren't many people. Yeah, I would like going to the beach more if there weren't other people there. People are scary. I'm just very antisocial when it comes to people I don't know. I wouldn't say they're scary so much as I just don't like them. Bears are scary? Well, yeah, definitely. If you're in front of them, I would say so. Advanced wiring kit. How do I make that shit again? Wiring kit, gold, computer chip. Get out of my... Thank you. Lord have mercy on me here. Do you think it's suspicious that the Cyclops needs only 3 plasteel ingots? Judging by the size, it would seem like it needs at least 100 to 1,000. I think what it is Altera can make a whole load of shit, and they just ask you for more resources than they need most of the time. But with the Cyclops, they just ask you for the normal amount. But like with other things, they're just like, yeah, give us like 4 plasteel ingots for this one thing, even though we only actually need 1. More afraid of other people than you are of snakes and spiders? I mean, I really like snakes and spiders, so... Same. I nearly stepped on a snake once because it was so well disguised. That would have been bad for both me and the snake. And I'm glad it didn't happen. Nah, I like spiders. Once a black bear on the side of the road and everyone stopped to take a picture of it, including you, send a picture on Discord. Well, certainly black bears are less aggressive than certain other species, but I still would not have been confident enough to stop and take pictures. I mean, I like spiders, they're cool. They're just little guys. They're your friend. They're just silly little guys. Are black bears more aggressive than grizzlies? I thought they were less aggressive than grizzlies. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Don't listen to me about bears. I don't live in a country that has bears. I thought they were less aggressive. Yeah, I mean, obviously smaller things can be more aggressive. For example, great white sharks are actually way less aggressive than depicted in film. However, tiger sharks, which are smaller than them, very aggressive. Almost stepped on a coastal taipan. You would have been dead before your family could get you to the hospital. Your footloop was like 10 centimeters away from it. Well, depending on whether I'm allergic to adders, could have had a very similar situation here. We were out looking for adders, just to like watch them from a distance, and we hadn't seen any. And as we were walking back to the car, I was walking through the heather and stopped mid-step, half a step away from stepping on an adder because I thought that it was like animal shit. So initially I was like, oh, can't step in that, that's shit, I'm gonna step in shit here. And then I realized, wait, no. That's not shit, that's an adder. Even more important not to step on it, because normally if you can get to hospital and adders are not too much of a problem, the ones you get in Scotland. Obviously you do have to go to hospital to get the antivenom, but normally they're not that dangerous if you can get to hospital. However, there's always the chance that you might be allergic to them. So, and in that case it becomes a lot more deadly.
Seek fluid intake.
Seek fluid intake. Okay, let's turn these lights on just for a little bit. We're not near any creatures. Okay, my inventory's too full to seek fluid intake. Give me a second here. I have a kind of adder there called the death adder. Yeah. Drink engine oil, that is fluid? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna not do that.
Stabilizing.
Vital signs stabilizing is not what Ava would be saying if I were drinking engine oil. There we go. Why do I have melons and not a lantern tree or something? Melons are better than a lantern tree. They give you way more water for the same amount of inventory space, so it's quicker picking them. Takes a lot longer to get your thirst up with lantern trees. I do have a bilbo tree here that I just got, but it's not finished growing. How about olive oil? That has a lot of calories. Funnily enough, I don't have that in the game. Lantern tree is more convenient. I mean, sure, but like, it isn't. You have to pick so many fruit to get your thirst up. Right, the lantern tree has infinite plants. You only need one. Yeah, but it takes a lot longer in the long run because you have to pick so many lantern fruit. Like, for example, if I have a lot of inventory space going on right now, I pick 3 lantern fruit. That takes my thirst up by like 10%. I pick 3 melons. That takes my thirst up by like 70%. And then I replant them. It takes still way less time than taking the picking the like 15 lantern trees that I would need. And by the time I'm thirsty again, those melons are regrown. Yeah, well, I only just got bilbo trees because I kept forgetting to go and bring them back. It's a lot more than 30%. It is a lot more. Might be less than 70, but it's a lot more than 30. Let's see, because I always take 8, 2 of which I cut for seeds. So that means it's 6 to get me back to full thirst with a little bit of overflow on the thirst because I'm always up at 100, which means some of that thirst is wasted, which means that it's for 3, which is what I said was 70%, it's going to be slightly more than 50%. So it's closer to 70 than it is to 30. Quick maths. Stephen, we're going on a quartz run.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
+14 +14 equals 42%. It's more than that. Because it takes me back to full. If 6 of them take me back to full, then 3 of them has to be more than 50%. Or has to be minimum 50%. I mean, I know what you're saying, but that can't be right. Regardless, the point stands either way. It's way better than lantern fruit in terms of the number that you get in your inventory, the number you have to pick. So it is quicker using marble melon than it is using lantern fruit. Milky, excellent. No, I'm taking that one. That's a nickname now. I'm having that nickname. You know, you can't take it back. That's one of my nicknames now. I'm actually typically desiccated. I'd have no moisture in me. She, Satsuma. For me, she, her pronouns.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Give me this quartz. Oh yeah, that's a load of quartz. Give me all that. Let's turn this into glass. Okay,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Can you swear in the chat? Absolutely. I swear all the time on the stream. I don't have the inventory space to take this back. Bada-bing, there we go. Does this fit? Let's find out if this fits. No, it doesn't because of the water filtration system. I need another room. You can in fact fucking swear all you fucking want. IRL, you swear a lot? Same. I need to get rid of one more tunnel. YouTube might auto-block text swearing? I don't think it does. Yeah, well, no slurs anyway, because we don't accept slurs here. That's not okay. But also, yeah, YouTube will destroy that anyway, I would assume. Water filtration machines take up way too much energy. Not when they're full and you never empty them. It's literally just there for salt. I said, You can swear. I mean, not slurs. That's not the same thing as swearing. Or did it destroy a message? But yeah, they're not the same thing. You calling yourself the F slur is different than you calling someone else the N word. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Generally, just because I don't know what people's identities are, I prefer just a blanket no slurs from anyone in chat, but also on top of that because YouTube might get weird about those. But swearing is different. Yeah, let's change the conversation. Ta-da-da! Can I turn the box cutter in your house off? Yeah, just give me a sec, I'll be right over there. No problem. You'll see me in no time. Do any of us have pets? I have a cat called Carl, who I think... Oh, that's my stasis rifle. I think I posted pictures of him on the Discord. Yeah, for anyone new, I have a Discord, and there is a channel on there specifically for pictures of cute animals you've met in real life. My cat has been with me since I was like 5, so I basically had him my whole life. Adore that little man. Where's the alien containment? I want to get this off my screen. There it is. 1 spoonful of a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons. I did know that 1 spoonful of neutron star... I didn't have it in exact tons. I had it in like a comparison to like an existing star or planet or something. I'm 22, yeah. I'm trying to remember how old he is. He's like 17, something like that. He's a pretty old man now. Where are my creature eggs? Weight of 1 million elephants squished into a spoon. Yeah, neutron stars are wild. Got your cat when you were like 6 and you turned 20 this year? You borrowed the creature eggs? Well, if you don't give them back, I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna turn that box cutter back on. Unless it's still on, in which case I haven't got there yet, and I hadn't actually had a chance to turn it off yet, but now I'm never gonna turn it off. It's not very nice, yeah, I know. I am actually extremely evil and cruel. I'm well known for it. I think I have another egg somewhere here. See if I can find it. Cuttlefish egg. Okay, well I've already hatched a cuttlefish, so I can leave that for now. I want to experiment. So mean, that's me. I am very mean. Imagine if people kill fish. I mean, people do kill fish. It's called fishing and eating the fish. That's the thing that people do. You're eating my Cyclops cameras now? You're one of the bloody stalkers, aren't you? I don't think I like this egg. I don't like that motion. That motion makes me nervous. Stalkers are not friends. Let's get this shit off my HUD. I don't know what it is, and I won't know until it hatches. Did you know that if you eat bladderfish, it gives you O2? I did know that. I used to eat bladderfish all the time. And then I discovered plants and didn't need them anymore. You go away for like 30 seconds and this is what you see? Yeah, I mean, it's a creature egg. I don't know. I'm doing science. Yes, science. That's what it is. Motion makes you nervous because there's no sound. Sure me, if you look at that animation with muffled disco music playing, you wouldn't feel nervous. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. That would still be kind of weird. Bet it hatches into a British monarch? If it does, I'm turning off the life support system in my thing. We'll have no colonists here. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, no colonists except me. I should specify. I am the only colonist allowed on this planet. All of 4546B is mine, and no others. You gotta hatch soon. If the lantern trees don't make that faster. Create a bioreactor and use it as fuel? Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna sleep. Eggs take a bit, yeah, but I want to see what's in it now. I've had the bed blueprint for what, like 7 streams, and I've never slept until now, and then I slept twice in this stream. Why don't I have the nuclear power? Because I don't have the blueprint for it. I have not found the blueprint for the nuclear plant. Physically can't play Subnautica while listening to anything else. You need to be in the zone. Yeah, that's fair. Gonna dump nuclear waste from the nuclear reactor into the 4546B ocean. No, no, it's my planet. Don't ruin my planet. I'm the only one who gets to ruin the environment on my planet. I know it didn't hatch. It's gonna take a while. Can you eat nuclear waste? I don't think so. Probably not. Again, Satsuma, my pronouns are she, her. I'm a trans woman, so please. But yes, I am. Actually, I'm not using the bioreactor. I will clarify.
All systems online.
I am using 2 thermal reactors here. I'm only using the bioreactor at the top, and I do also have a thermal reactor at the top. Monopolizing the act of making everything worse. See, I learned a lot from Altera. Excuse me, I am British. We, in fact, came up with the idea of monopolizing making everything worse. I didn't learn anything from Altera. Altera learned from Britain. Solar panels have been working fine for your base. Not even any blackouts. I mean, if you have enough solar panels on a base near the surface, then they're pretty good. The thermal reactors are worse than the bioreactor. Well, they might be slower for production per reactor, but they're better because I don't have to worry about refueling them. The more things that I can create that are completely automatic, the better. Did the Space Americans steal my culture in that regard? They did, and that's unbelievable. Only I, as a British person, am allowed to steal cultures. The recipe is worse? I mean, I don't care. I've got the resources for it. This is a weird question, but you never understood the trans man. If it's a trans man, does that mean they were man before they transitioned into a woman? Can't find a solid answer. Okay, so a trans man means someone who has transitioned into a man, and a trans woman means someone who has transitioned into a woman. So the other terms that you will see are FTM and MTF. That's male to female and female to male. Hopefully that helps. Wonder what the fish taste like in Subnautica? Excellent question. Probably like... I don't know. I was gonna say probably like fish, but I have never eaten fish, so... This is a pretty view, I agree. I think this was a good spot for a window. Are we hatched yet? God damn it. What do I mean I never eat fish? Well, I've been vegan my whole life, so I don't eat fish. This save is taking a long time. I should actually get this battery recharging while I'm going off to do other stuff. You also don't eat fish, you're not vegan, but you just don't like seafood? Yeah. Probably the Subnautica fish are way more delicious than real fish. It probably varies. Probably some of the Subnautica fish are probably delicious and some of them probably taste disgusting. I think some of them, if you scan them, it specifically says they don't taste good, actually. Crazy how many people think fish are not an animal. You're vegetarian, not vegan, you still get asked if you want fish at least monthly. Yeah, it's wild. People have no concept of what an animal is. No, I don't need to try one time. I mean, I'm not going to get into an argument about this, but I'm vegan specifically for ethical reasons, so I very much do not need to try one time. Not picky with food, but you dislike salty foods and fish. Just don't like the taste. Your favorite food is pasta. Pasta's nice. Pasta's very variable. I like how pasta is able to like take on very well the taste of like whatever you make it with. It's very good at absorbing taste like tofu. Yeah, I am vegan now. I did specifically say several times that I am currently vegan and have always been. There's the guy. I want to scan him. Obviously, I'm concerned about the danger he poses. Okay. Good having you here, Satsuma. See ya. Oh, okay. I thought you genuinely just had to go. But fair enough. I kind of want to kill these guys that are with him is the thing. No, I genuinely just was like, okay, Satsuma has to go. I did not realize that was a joke. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of thinking about scanning. If I just turn my shit off here, is he gonna come close? Because if he comes close, I can stasis him and scan him. I'm genuinely more concerned about the other predators than I am about the Leviathan. God damn it. They're so hard to hit. Bruh. I can't get over to you over there because you're surrounded by two of your little friends. I know I can hold, but I don't want to hold. Holding makes it even harder to aim. Get your massive transparent arse over here. Yes. Oh my god. Get... This is an issue. I didn't know he could go down there. I can't go next to him because there's two other guys. I can only stasis one guy at a time. Okay, he's over there. Because there's predator down there and there's another predator there that's near him. Because if I'm scanning him and one of the other guys comes along... Bro, get your arse over here. You gotta notice me. I don't have the air anymore. I gotta reset my air now. Okay, he's looking close. Yeah, get over here. I want to scan you. Hey. Hey. Are you blind? What's going on here? Fuck's sake. Every time it looks like you're coming towards me, you just give up. Like, am I not a morsel? Am I not a snack? Do I not look exceptionally tasty? I'm not coming closer while I'm outside the Cyclops. That bastard's over there. Like, I'm happy for him to be close to me. I'm just not happy for multiple predators to be close to me at the same time. That's how you die. Like, if he can be over there and I can kill these fuckers with my Cyclops while he's over there, then we're good. But that's not really what's happening because they've gone over with him as well. Hello, Titan Cam. Okay, I haven't scanned it yet, so I would prefer... I have heard it referred to as the Ghost Leviathan several times, but just as a... So I do pretty much know that it's called that, but for future Titan Cam, I would prefer not to have the names of things until I've scanned them. Which is what I'm attempting to do here. Now I don't know where the other guys have gone. Small one, big one, no problem, scans just the same. Yes. Oh, never mind, they don't scan just the same. Okay. I'm not giving friend a hug. I'm getting out of here. Engine on, please? I can't turn the engine on. There we
Having
go.
flagged emergency speed.
I don't want to know where big ones are. Titan Cam, I just said no telling me about things I haven't found yet, please. I have not been to the void. I don't want to know any spoilers. Please. Oh, that's just made me remember I don't actually have my no spoilers message up this stream. YouTube, when are you going to add chat rules? Please, dear God, YouTube. One day they will. What's the... Hey? Okay, could you stop? Genuinely, could you stop? What's going on? Oh shit, there's a fire. It has never caught fire before. I didn't realize... Wait, why did it catch fire? I am apparently incendiary. I'm so confused. What caused that? If you're in fast mode for too long, or fast mode and silent, then it catches fire. Oh. Good to know. Why am I not getting sound effects anymore for starting the engine? You ate the sound effects? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You really need to stop eating things, to be honest. It's actually causing problems. Ghost Leviathan Juvenile. You never went in the Lost River before? It's actually one of my favorite biomes. You should come down here. This large predator has adapted to live in deep waters and dark cave systems, attacking anything and everything in its quest to grow larger. Yep, it is indeed a small one, I see that now. Torso, soft outer membrane and elongated body enable superior navigation of tight cave environments, display some similarities to other eel-like predators in the area. However, the Ghost Leviathan is covered over the electrical prongs on its inner torso with a taut, transparent membrane which delivers superior maneuverability. In its juvenile state, this Leviathan feeds on larger herbivores and unfortunate members of its own species. They display a remarkable rate of growth which shows no signs of stopping, suggesting that they must abandon their hatching grounds before they grow too large and make for more open waters. Assessment: avoid. Don't know how to get into Lost River? I could tell you if you want. Unfortunately, I don't know biome names, so I might be a little unhelpful in that regard. What time are we looking at here? Oh, it's past 6. Ghost is your favorite Leviathan? No, you're going to Blood Kelp? That's not actually how I got in. I understand there are multiple entrances. I got into the... I went in through the Grand Reef, where the Degassi habitat is. Alien Mountain next time? Yeah, I think so. I definitely don't have enough time to do Alien Mountain now. They're like 5 ways in. I mean, yeah, obviously you need to come down here, so it makes sense that in a game where it's so large and potentially easy to miss stuff, they would need to give you a lot of different ways to get in. What tablets do I have? I will show you all the tablets in my possession. There you go. 4 purple tablets, 1 orange. With the ion cubes to build a whole load more. I've got 6 ion cubes. So if I get the diamonds / the nickel, I can make more of whichever I need. Speaking of diamonds, they should be in here. I've used an orange one in a certain orange in a place. No, you can't eat my orange one. I used an orange one this stream. But it wasn't that one, obviously. Because when I used it, that one was still up in my surface base. So I had to make one and use it down here. What was I? Yes. That is, however, pretty much my time limit for streaming today. So I am going to stop there. I typically stream until around 6, sometimes a little bit after 6 UK time. Before I start next stream, I need to plant the creepvine seed clusters. Hopefully I don't forget that. Not before I start, but like before I go down to the lava area next stream. Before I get into exploring that area more, I need to plant those creepvine seed clusters. Yeah, and then the mountain and the sea dragons are kind of the next order of priority, I think. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Since I have some new people here, I'll put the Discord link in chat if anyone wants to join that. If anyone's interested in that, it is I ping there every time I stream, and I also tend to put a message in about an hour beforehand just to say I'm going to be streaming soon. Streams are kind of a loose schedule, but generally it is weekdays are Subnautica and weekends are Sekiro, and it's both once a week. And usually I start streaming around 2 o'clock to 2:30 UK time. And I just saw a notification that apparently that egg I was waiting to hatch is a crab squid. So that's also something I will need to look at next stream. But yeah, so Sekiro this week will probably be Saturday, most likely, potentially Friday, but most likely Saturday. It won't be Sunday. And then the next Subnautica will be one of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, as it usually is. I usually aim for Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and hopefully maybe I'll see you next time. Have a good one.